Welcome back to our channel, Global Migration Explorer. Australia has launched a new visa for foreigners coming to their country. The new visa legislation will allow up to 3,000 immigrants from the Pacific to settle in Australia annually. Some Pacific nations have raised concerns that the Pacific Engagement Visa could cause a regional brain drain. Legal advocates are wary of gamifying the system for migrants. In this video, we will provide you with all the details about this new program, so be sure to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Labour is claiming a major foreign policy victory after the federal parliament passed legislation to deliver its Pacific Engagement Visa, opening the door to 3,000 people from the Pacific to settle permanently in Australia every year. The federal government had been struggling to secure the numbers to pass the legislation in the Senate after the coalition declared it would oppose the government's proposal to select applicants for the visa using a random ballot. However, Labour struck a deal with the Greens to secure their support in exchange for the government reviewing a contentious mechanism that allows it to reject temporary visa applications for people with disabilities, which carry significant costs for Australian taxpayers. Pacific Affairs Minister Pat Conroy has hailed the passage as a crucial part of the Albanese government's efforts to build a Pacific diaspora in Australia. Shadow Pacific Minister Michael McCormack said that while the coalition backed the government's efforts to form closer bonds with the Pacific, it remained opposed to the ballot. The government maintains the ballot will ensure equitable access to Australia and help avoid a brain drain from the Pacific. Professor Stephen Howe from the Australian National University said the ballot system had functioned well for a similar visa scheme in New Zealand. The timing of the legislation's passage would also work well for Labour ahead of a critical Pacific Islands Forum leaders meeting in the Cook Islands in early November. While some Pacific nations have privately raised concerns that the Pacific Engagement Visa could exacerbate skills shortages in the region, some high-profile Pacific politicians have enthusiastically backed the proposal. Fiji's Deputy Prime Minister Ben Prasad said that the visa would promote business investment between Australia and the Pacific, as well as allowing ideas and innovation to move from one country to another. The government aims to open the program in the first half of next year, allowing the first visa holders to settle in Australia later in 2024. Pat Conroy mentioned that the federal government is still working out how the 3,000 spots will be split between different Pacific countries. The allocation will be made public, but it will be broadly based and not completely in line with the populations of various countries. Australia wants to ensure Pacific nations are comfortable with the allocations, and some countries may not participate until the second year. Professor Howe sees this as a potentially transformative moment in Australia's relationship with the Pacific. We hope this information was very useful to you. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more Australia visa and immigration news updates. Have a great day.